Chapter 30, The Five-Pointed Star. The pentagram expresses the dominion of the spirit over the elements of nature. With this magical sign, we can command the elemental creatures that inhabit the regions of fire, air, water, and earth. Before this terrible symbol, demons tremble and flee in terror. The pentagram with the superior point upwards causes the tenebrous to flee. The pentagram with the point downwards serves to call the tenebrous. Placed in the doorway with the superior point inwards and the two inferior angles outwards, it prevents black magicians from passing. The pentagram is the flaming star. The pentagram is the sign of the Word made flesh. According to the direction of its rays, it can represent God or the devil. The sacrificial lamb or the he-goat of Merides. When the pentagram elevates its superior ray in the air, it represents Christ. When the pentagram rises, its two inferior points in the air, it represents Satan. Sorry, what I mean is when the pentagram raises its two inferior points in the air, then it represents Satan. The pentagram represents the complete man. With the superior ray upwards, it is the master. With the superior ray downward and the two inferior angles upward, it is the fallen angel. Every fallen bodhisattva is the inverted flaming star. Every initiate who allows himself to fall becomes in fact an inverted flaming star. The best electrum is a flaming star with the 7 metals that correspond to the 7 planets. These are the following: silver for the moon, quicksilver for Mercury, copper for Venus, gold for the sun, iron for Mars, tin for Jupiter, lead for Saturn. One can make medallions to hang around the neck and rings to wear on the ring finger. The flaming star can also be drawn on a very white lambskin to be kept in the bedroom. It can also be used at the threshold of the nuptial bedroom. Thus, we can prevent the tenebrous from entering the bedroom. We can also draw the pentagram on glass, and this terrorizes ghosts and demons. The pentagram is the symbol of the universal word of life. With certain secret mantra, the pentagram can be made to shine instantly. In the Gopalatampanni, the Krishna Upanishad, we have found the mantra that has the power to instantly form the terrible flaming star in the astral plane, before which demons flee in terror. This mantra is made up of 5 parts, which are Klim, Krishnaya, Govindaya, Gopijana, Vallabhaya, Svaha. The V's and W's are so similar in the Indian languages that sometimes they're interchangeable. I'm just adding this here. So Govindaya could be pronounced Govindaya, kind of VW together. Swaha sometimes is spelled in English Svaha, so it's SV. Svaha, in this case it's Swaha. Usually it's Swaha. So these can be pronounced as a VW combination, or you can pronounce it more so with the V at the start, Govindaya, then Swaha at the end with the W sound. It's not a huge important part because the main vowels are still there. The intonation, actually, I know a little bit more about this mantra than other ones. The intonation is a bit unexpected. It's not flat. There are accents in parts you may not expect. So it goes clean. Then the intonation is later in the word. So it goes Krishnaya, Govindaya, Gopijana, Vallabhaya, Swaha. The first word after Klim, Krishna, it's Krishna and then Ya, Krishnaya. Govindaya is the other part. Gopi, Jana, Vallabh. That one, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth part, Vallabh, is a B at the end. Vallabh, Haya, Vallabhaya. That's how you say it. Klim, Krishnaya or Krishnaya, Govindaya, Gopijana, Vallabhaya, Swaha. Klim, Krishnaya, Govindaya, Gopijana, Vallabhaya, Swaha. The Swaha is a projective piece. It's in a lot of mantras. In Pali, they say Soha. In Sanskrit, it's Swaha. You can project it, Swaha. Or you can just say it or extend it, Swaha. And anyway, continuing, by vocalizing this mantra, the flaming star is instantly formed, before which the tenebrous of the 18th arcanum flee in terror. These demons violently attack the initiate when he is working in the great work. The devotees of the perfect matrimony have to wage tremendous battles against the... Each vertebra of the spinal column represents terrible battles against the black magicians. They struggle to deviate the student from the path of the razor's edge. The powerful mantra mentioned above has 3 perfectly defined stages. On reciting Klim, which the occultists of India call the seed of attraction, we provoke a flow of cryptic energy which descends instantly from the world of the solar logos to protect us. And then a mysterious door opens downwards. Then by means of the following parts of the mantra, he or she who has recited it is infused with the cryptic energy. And finally, by means of the 5th part, he who has received the cryptic energy can irradiate it with tremendous force to defend himself from the tenebrous. Then they flee in terror. The word always crystallizes in geometric lines. This is demonstrated by magnetic tapes. When speech is recorded on a tape, each letter crystallizes into geometric forms. Afterwards, it is sufficient to make the tape vibrate in the tape recorder for the speech to be repeated. I'm missing a word here, but it just says God geometries. To repeat it, to repeat God geometries, I guess is what they're trying to say. The word takes on geometric forms. This mantra cited by us has the power to form the flaming star instantly in the super-sensitive worlds. This star is a vehicle of cryptic force. This star represents the word. Everyone who is working in the fiery forge of Vulcan can defend themselves with this powerful mantra. The mantra is vocalized by pronouncing each syllable. With this mantra, one can conjure demons that control the possessed. It is urgent to learn how to create the flaming star instantly. With this mantra, we can create the star to combat the tenebrous. The erudite ignoramuses who so abound in this kind of century may laugh like idiots at what they do not know. These people suppose that our mantra is words without any value and that their energy is lost in space. They ignore the internal value of words. The principal substance of the word is unknown to them, and that is why they laugh at our mantra. In every word, there is an external and internal value. It is precisely the internal value that is the principal substance of the word. The internal element of the word is not understood in our three-dimensional space. The internal element of the word must be sought in superior space, in dimensions superior to ours. Our space appears to us only as a part of superior space. This is how we reach the conclusion that we do not know the whole of space. All that we know is that small part which can be measured in terms of longitude, latitude, and height. The internal element of the word is formed geometrically in the superior dimensions of space. That is how, with the mantra given in this chapter, we can undoubtedly form a pentagonal star, invisible to the physical eyes, but perfectly visible to the sixth sense. Scientists know nothing about the fourth dimension of matter and space. They know nothing about the hypergeometry of that type of fourth dimensional space. To define space as the form of matter in the universe is to suffer the most grave conceptual deficiency, which is to introduce the concept of matter, that is to say, the unknown, because in fact, matter continues to be unknown. Every attempt to reach a physical definition of matter only leads to a dead end. X equals Y, Y equals X. This is the physicist's blind alley. The psychological definitions of matter also lead to the same dead end. A sage said, matter, like force, does not present any difficulty at all. We know about it for the very good reason that we have invented it. When we think of matter, we think of sensible objects. That which is difficult to deal with is the mental substitution of concrete but complex facts. Strictly speaking, matter exists only as a concept. Truth to tell, the character of matter, even when treated only as a conception, is so unobvious that the majority of persons are unable to tell exactly what they mean by it. No one really knows what matter is, and yet the conservative and reactionary schools of materialistic positivism are founded on that concept. Even though physicists may not like it, we have to state that matter and energy are officially accepted words to designate a long series of complicated facts, the essential origin of which is unknown to science. Who has seen matter? Who has seen energy? We only see phenomena. No one has seen matter independent of substance. No one has seen energy separate from movement. Therefore, this shows that matter and energy are not, or rather are only abstract concepts. No one sees matter separate from the object. No one sees energy separate from movement. Matter and energy separate from things, and phenomena are a mystery for the human being. The human being is 97% subconscious and only 3% conscious. The human being dreams of the phenomena of nature and calls them matter, energy, etc. Before the universe existed, before all the phenomena existed, there was the Word. Really, the Logos dreams. At the dawn of life, the army of the voice celebrated the rituals of fire by singing in sacred language. The great word crystallized into geometric figures that were condensed by means of the materia prima of the great work, giving rise to all the phenomena of nature. The world and consciousness are really the result of the word. Three-dimensional space is a property of our material perception. When we improve the quality of representations, the quality of perceptions also improves, and we enter the superior dimensions of space, where the three-dimensional world no longer exists, remaining in our memory only as a dream. In reality, the world is represented in our consciousness. That is represented in our consciousness is only the mechanical aspect of all those combined causes that give rise to a definite series of sensations. Beyond the world and the consciousness, the principal cause of all existence is found. This is the Word. It is the Word that creates worlds. Quote, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not." Unquote. The Word is completely symbolized by the five-pointed star. This is the flaming star. With it, we can defend ourselves against the tenebrous. Before this marvelous star, the columns of angels and demons tremble.